Well, guys, we're all looking for someone to blame, especially kulo mdlalo wayizolo. Guys, there's a reason why I did not record a video izolo because I thought to myself, listen, since I didn't get to watch the full game, grand, I will have to go back ngizame nje ukuyibheka kahle the game and also try nje to watch without all my feelings. Now, to be honest with you guys, looking at yesterday's game, we had good runs, we had good chances. Unfortunately, I think we were just unlucky. Uh, First half of the game, to be honest with you guys, we were two pop. Now, this one, I could say it's something Jobangisho. We are always looking for a scapegoat, someone to blame. I could blame it on the coaches and say, why did the coaches introduce players like Abu Dupree's? Because Dupree's number Modi, if you look at the two previous games that we played and where we've won, we did not use those players in order for us to win. They were always coming in as second best players or players who are introduced substitutions, you understand? But you look at this game and you see it's okay. Now we are starting with those guys. It doesn't make any sense. We've also left another player back at home and ungumshiya kwakhe umfana Aiden McCarthy, and then we introduced Inaso Miguel playing on that left center back. I believe Miguel currently, as I've said, we are looking for a scapegoat. Some of you might be blaming him njengamanje ngamblame ngithi yabona lela bhola likhahlelile, which obviously alikhahlelanga because he ended up kicking the air. It's something I feel like it could have happened to anyone, but also at the end of the day, it was something that he should have made sure, because as a defender, umsebenzi wakhe, he should have made sure that he protect, a goalkeeper and try by all means to clear that ball. Even if Begal Kahlelelali corner, it was not a problem, but he hesitated. He did what he thought would team. It's the right thing to do, but it was definitely not the right thing to do. So from my side, I think as much as I love this guy, I'm very disappointed in him. Bafethu Inaso Miguel has been disappointing me, and Abafana Nabo Aiden McCarthy are showing us why they want to play for this club. Because currently, for me, as a centre back, Aiden McCarthy is doing exceptionally well. And there's something that I did check my stats working while bag, okay, despite all the players that are currently playing, especially my defender, the Banana Shirena, Aiden McCarthy is the best so far because he has a lot of percentage my chances, a lot of percentage when there's accurate passes and everything. So even aerially, he's someone who's winning us a lot of balls. But I know, we are not there to dive deep into all of those, stats and analysis, because that's not what we usually do. But definitely, it is something that is nice to know of. So Aiden McCarthy, I do believe it was a mistake with some Shia, and then bringing in a player who was just recently suspended. Now, some might say it's because he has CAF experience, but at the end of the day, the CAF it's CAF Confederation. It's not CAF Champions League. It's not the CAF. Okay, it's on that top level. It is the second best compared to a CAF Champions League. So also we need to take into consideration that this competition might not be different from the league that we are currently playing, which is a Betway Premiership. So we need to play each and every game with intent, not the fact to okay, that is not going to work for us. So as I've said before, we will be blaming, you might say, let's go and blame the coaches because the coaches did this and this was not supposed to happen. Definitely, maybe if we did introduce the players like Abo Velepai and Abo Mfundo a bit earlier in the game, maybe things would have been different. But at the end of the day, things happened the way that they happened. And another thing that I think we should take into consideration, if a break does kill the momentum of our players. Now, I've said a few days ago, if at least Kaizer just could play 2 or 3 friendly games, that will keep them fresh and keep them on the momentum, because at the end of the day, despite if you look at the past few games that we've played, in between we always had a moment where we were playing our friendly games. We see no Kaizer Chiefs have played, we have won, Ubano Korile, we scored 3 goals, Safaka nabo Vuma, they were there in post, Bakonsidile, all of those things, they add to something when it comes to the club. But at the end of the day, as I've said, we are looking for someone to blame. And for me, I don't think it's necessarily someone to blame, but I think we just need to give it time, because so far, Abachita, they are rusty. They're coming back from our holidays so far from what I've seen, because they were not training throughout. They bakhona abajita barelaxile doing all their normal things that they usually do. They only started training last week early before bazohamba baye Egypt. And by the way, I'm sure currently babuyile, or they're on their way back. So with that being said, we need to give them time. We need to give them time to adjust. Now, if you look at yesterday's game, as I've said, it is not something that I could say we can blame the players. Game a corner, it was flat early on the first half, as I've said, and you look at the second half, things started to be much better. You could see what came. Now, here is the case just that we know. So with that time being early, and then the case just playing like that, it's understandable for me. But problem is over corner. If we are going to play the second leg and we're still going to play just like we did Lapano Kef on that game that we played against Al Masri. So Al Masri has players who are tall. They use speed, but on yesterday's game, I believe they were just using their brains in order to play football. But I did not see any threat. It was just us who were lacking in terms of making sure we destroyed the opponent. We've had good chances. We could have used them, but unfortunately, we did not. Well, I might be lying when I say I did not see any threat from Al Masri, because Brendan Peterson was forced to make two beautiful saves, and Temangi no, this guy deserves to get a national call-up. I'm not gonna be done with that. I'm still going to talk about that. He does deserve to get a national call-up. But other than that, Al Masri was not that dangerous, because we were playing on their home. If we did not concede that penalty, maybe, just maybe, things would have been different, because Tina, we managed to score open goal straight, not a penalty, and then that they managed to come back with another goal, which definitely njengoba ngishilo that mistake of Umchita Inaso Miguel. And sometimes it's not good to change a lineup. If you have a good lineup, and move with it. But now I can say I can understand, because the players were not 100%. Maybe the fitness level was not 100%. So we're gonna have to wait and see with the games that are coming. Good Betway Premiership, the game that we're going to play, it's a must win. If we lose that one, then definitely we can forget about the CAF. But if we can win that one, then we can regenerate and then start from there, because we will be bringing in the winning mentality. It's not too far, guys. We'll be playing very soon, and then also Slale the other games. So with that being said, I don't think I have much to say, Bafetu. I just wanted to let you know. I feel like our cheetah, they're just rusty, man. They're just rusty. Sekukudala bangadlali ama games. So now, since they're coming back, even namanje on December, after we are done, we're gonna stay a bit longer before we can be able to play another game in January. So it's going to be a long run, and I know we might get disappointed, but if we can fix it soon and fix it quick, then definitely we will have a good run into the competition. But other than that, I don't know. You can let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I believe this is it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon with something new, hopefully. Peace.